Hey, you fans of railroads, light rail, where I'm standing is at the terminus of the Expo Line that's due to open in 2016. And the irony about this terminus, about the light rail system in Southern California, West LA, this was actually the original terminus of Pacific Electric Railway when it closed in 1964, and now they're redoing it again, which in my understanding, I would say in this situation, past is prologue. The Pacific Electric Railway system was the largest electric railway in the world in the 1920s. Now, if you wanna, and they said when this railway finishes in 2016, it's gonna be the busiest light rail system in the world, bringing hundreds of thousands of people every week from downtown Los Angeles and all points east to West LA. And here's a pretty good shot. And like I said, they said it's going to be done sometime in the late 2015, and it's going to go up what was once Colorado Boulevard. And the point I'm trying to make here when I say past this prologue is that the reason why the Pacific Electric Railway lost profits in the late 50s and 60s is because they're making the mistake that they made then, which they're making now. And I'd love to talk to the geniuses that designed this. It was built at grade, at level with the cars and the streets that are going to have to traverse and compete with this goofy ass railway system. In other words, with this place competing at grade with all the cars and trucks at that time, it made the rail system go no faster than 13 miles an hour, and nobody was willing to put up with such a slow speed all the way from I guess you can say this is going to come all the way from Pomona, Montclair, if you were to take it. So the genius says, instead of going below in subway, when they were talking about that 30 years ago, they were building elevated like they did in Chicago. The geniuses redid it again at grade, and granted, there's spots that are going to be elevated, but certain areas where there's high schools and schools where the parents were adamant on making it elevated, which is silly as hell, because they could have made the whole system elevated. And if you already have seen the way this railway line works in LA, it doesn't go faster than 12-15 miles per hour. So I gotta hand it to the geniuses that designed this goofy ass railway system. Even though they say majority of people are going to take it, it's going to be really low income people, and even then they're going to get frustrated with the slow speeds. This right here on the corner of 5th and Colorado, if you can believe it, this is low income housing. But I hear to get inside this type of housing, you got, I think they said 60,000 people in line. So God only knows how you get in, but I do know, because I work in the medical field, most of the people here are disabled, and they get SSI, and everything's paid for. So can you believe it? A couple of blocks away from the beach, the most western part of the United States. And like I said, past this prologue, because this was the original terminus that they tore out in 1964, and here they go again, tearing out what was there and then rebuilding it all over again, spending millions and millions of dollars for an obsolete 20th century technology. The only time that in the last part of the 20th century that the Pacific Railway made a profit is during World War II and gas rationing. That was considered the lowest part of the railway, electric railway history, the nadir as they call it. Okay, and one more thing. This railway, electric railway, was originally opened in 1901 by the famous Henry Huntington. One of the wealthiest men in America. You can still go to his mansion in San Marino, California, just south of Pasadena. Okay, well, like I said, in my opinion, this is just the dumbest thing. They should have built a subway or elevated this. And one more thing about the Pacific Electric Railway system. It was 1,000 miles of track and 2,160 daily trains up in the 1920s, at the height of the use of the railway. And they call it the red cars because they were obviously painted red. And if you're at all interested in seeing the way LA and the Pacific Electric Railway looked in the 1920s, you can rent or watch on YouTube Harold Lloyd used to film a lot of his silent films. For whatever reason, he used to film on the electric railway red cars. And one more thing, one more little factoid. If you want to still see a working red car, they built about a mile-long branch of the line in San Pedro, California, right next to Port Sacal. Okay, like I said, I don't know why they did this, but I do know one thing. They said that the senator, the locals, the U.S. representative Henry Waxman of Beverly Hills, they said that he stopped this thing forever from going through Beverly Hills. So they went around Beverly Hills, and then he kept on saying he didn't want it to go under Beverly Hills because of methane gas, which was all a bunch of hooey and lies. They said that he actually didn't want the unwashed masses stopping in Beverly Hills and getting off and hanging out and destroying Rodeo Drive. But if you've ever been to Beverly Hills, Bel Air, and Brentwood, that's all there is. People from the third world that take care as nannies, the children of the rich and famous. They clean their houses and they cut their grass. So I don't know what his problem was with what he would probably consider the unwashed masses from South Central LA. So if any buffoon is the one that stopped us from moving into the 21st century with a subway, it was Henry Waxman, the genius. And he gave us this, which is going to run at grade, which actually, like I said, stopped it from going more than 13 miles an hour in the 1940s and 50s. So here we are again. And I, for one, if I had to come to West LA, I'd just get a scooter or a motorcycle, which I happen to have, because the traffic here is intolerable already. So when this thing goes through and it's stopping traffic, it's going to be even worse. Although Santa Monica is building thousands and thousands of condos and lofts, and they're at a prohibitive rent space, and they're prohibitive in cost. So that's just going to bring more and more people that are going to live here. But I will say one thing, Mr. Huntington originally made his money. They said he didn't make any profit on the red line. He made profit on supplying the electricity to the cities that were built along the line and supplying the electricity. So that's how he actually made his profit. So what I've read about this rail line is they actually want people to start investing and building along this line. So that's the only positive thing, if they start changing everything, the infrastructure, and build along this line, so people don't have to drive 150 miles back every day and forth to Palmdale, Corona, and Chino. Okay, thanks for watching this, and thanks for listening to my kvetching. And I should have been a city engineer because I love this sort of thing. And please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.